Good evening, my friends, and welcome to, of course, the Jackery stream. James here, your host. That's right, James here. Guys, we got a very cool little stream for you tonight. A bunch of very amazing products that we're going to show you. A bunch of amazing options and uses for you. And actually, not sure you guys can kind of see it, but there is one back here on a chair that I kind of have a mini PC plugged into. I was doing some preliminary test before stream using that thing. So, hey, they have a lot of uses. Sometimes you don't have a plug in hand, so you grab a Jackery power station and use what you got. And that's kind of cool. With that, I want to welcome everybody. I hope everybody's having a great start to their weekend. I know it is technically Saturday night, and some of you, it might be Sunday morning already. But hey, we're here. We're here. We're here. We're going to start this off with a bunch of cool stuff. If you guys have any questions or anything, I believe Justin is in chat. We also have Lois here from the team with us. Now, we're going to start the show off with some smaller entry-level systems. We're actually going to start one off with a bang, and that's because this little thing is a powerhouse. Now, this little power station is the Jackery Explorer 100 Plus, and the 100 Plus actually has a $50 clippable coupon on that Amazon page for you. Now, you're probably wondering where it's at. Well, if I can jump screen real quick, we're going to pop over here. You guys are going to see that I actually have the little thing right here. And I actually have it plugged into another power station. Now, the cool part about that is I actually needed this one charged. So I had it plugged in, and it's actually charging off the bigger one. I was needing this for some videography stuff. So I actually plugged it in to charge it off of another power station. And yes, you can do that. Now, with it, of course, it does come with this 100-watt pass-through cable. That's a USB-C to USB-C cable for this power station. And that's actually kind of, I'm doing pretty good, John. Doing pretty good. Can't complain. So you do get the 100-watt cable that comes with it. You also get this adapter, and this adapter is going to allow you to plug in a solar panel through that DC plug, through that USB-C connection. Now, this little power station, of course, is 99 watt-hours of power in this little palm-sized piece. That blows my mind every time I say it because that's a lot of power in this little thing. 31,000 milliamps of power in this palm-sized unit. Now, you have two USB-C ports. Both of those USB-C ports are 100 watts charging capable. Now, the cool part is they are in and out ports. So you can charge products outwards, or you can charge this device inwards off of those USB-C ports. Now, you also have, of course, this other little piece. And if I realized that I didn't switch the camera over, I did now. But hey, we're going to give you guys a better close-up right there, right? There it is. Palm-sized unit in the hand. Now, you also get that USB-A port, 18 watts max, charging capable. Now, if I pop it over and hit that little button, you guys are going to see that it is 100% charged. And I'm glad it's back to that because I really needed this for videos that I was doing a little bit ago for Justin. I was doing some little 30-second clips for TikTok, actually, of the power stations itself. And this one was a little low, so I needed some power, so I plugged it in and charged it. The cool part about this is, guys, it's going to allow you to run your phones. It's going to allow you to charge your phone about 6 times off of this. It's also going to allow you to run your laptop or other devices that can use a USB-C port or USB-A port. If you have, let's say, a Nintendo Switch, you can plug your Nintendo Switch in this and a portable monitor, and you can run it for about 4 hours plus off a full charge. That's really cool. For a 2-pound product, the size of this, to be able to do that off of it, it's amazing. Now, like I said, the Jackery Explorer 100 Plus has a $50 clippable coupon. That brings this item down to $100. To me, $100 for this size of a unit with that much power is peace of mind and well worth it. Now, the real cool part is, since it's so small and so light, you can put this in your backpack. You can put it in, I mean, if the ladies are watching, you might have a larger purse. You can put it in your larger purse. You can pack it in your luggage. You can put this on a plane and take it traveling with you, or just use it to charge the kids' stuff. 99 watt-hours of power, LiFePO 4 cells, individually wrapped, drop class 9 drop protection, of course, and has all of those protections that you need with this. Jackery's got you covered with this one. This one's actually really cool. Now, to charge this device, it's going to take under 2 hours to fully charge this through that plug. rather it be off a 100-watt solar panel or the wall plug. And that's going to be your USB-C port, right? Now, the one thing I will tell you though, if you're charging it off a USB-C port, you will need a wall adapter to connect into that's going to allow that power for this. If you guys need, the Jackery Explorer 100 Plus is definitely an amazing option that I would go with. This is not going to send you in the wrong direction. This is an amazing little product that I've actually been using a lot. I think I use this more than pretty much any of my little handheld power banks for my phones. I grab this before I grab my magnetic chargers for some reason. I don't know what it is, but I love the Jackery. So that is, of course, our first entry-level system that we're starting with. But we're not done with entry-level systems. We're going to show you guys some other really cool ones. I believe we got the 300 up. Next, I know I got the 300. It's right there. And I don't think we're showing the 240 tonight, but I'll keep that near me just in case. This is, of course, the Explorer 300. Now, the Explorer 300, this is, of course, the older body style, but still very elegant and very sleek. Has, of course, their beautiful bright orange logo right there to show you guys their name, and the fixed handle. The best part is this weighs 7 pounds. That's not a lot of weight. You can carry this around. This is going to be great for, let's say, hiking back roads or camping or just quick emergencies. Now, the cool part about this is 293 watt-hours of power. That's right, 293 watt-hours of power. That means you're going to be able to run a few things. Let's say a 40-watt mini fridge, or your movie projector, or a CPAP machine, or your Nintendo Switch for 40-plus hours. That's right. You can see a theme here, and that's because I was playing my Nintendo Switch. Hello, Lois. Guys, like I said, Lois is in chat, and for everybody else watching all the other places, please come over to the Jackery channel on Amazon and give them a follow. It doesn't cost you anything, but you also get to see my face every time I go live. Just saying. With this, guys, this is a really, really cool one. I think the 300 is an amazing little product because it's got a couple of things. First, it's got 2 AC outlets of 300 watts of pure sine wave power connectability. That means you're going to be able to run a lot of stuff off it, ranging from pretty much anything you can do that's under 300 watts. I'm not going to tell you to try and plug in your fridge to this, all right? Just not going to tell you to do that because you don't want to do that. Now, with it, of course, I'm going to do a few other things. One second. My screen just went black, guys, so bear with me. There we go. Fixed my screen. Anyone else? Yeah, there's a few other people in other chats, but yeah. My screen went black, not sure why it timed out like that. Now let's go into this. Charging this device, right, before we get into the rest of the plugs. It's going to take you about 3.5 hours on the wall plug. That's a little bit of time, but not too much time to give you a peace of mind. But you can charge this in another way. You can do the wall plug and this USB-C port, because there is a USB-C port that does 60 watts of power in and out with that. And that's kind of cool that it has that capability. But you also have the 2 USB-A ports, 5-volt, 2.4 amps. You then have that DC plug over here. That's going to allow you to connect up your solar panels, and that's going to allow you to charge it off a solar panel. Let's say you guys got a Solar Saga 100 panel. It's going to take about 4.5 hours to charge this. Now you can see I'm still holding it. It is very light. It does have, of course, the individually wrapped LiFePO cells, and it still has that cooling technology that you want in this product. Now, range of running items off of this is going to range from your Nintendo Switch to your camera gear to your drones to maybe your lighting. Maybe you guys got some lighting that you need to plug in. Maybe you guys got like a little Keystone light like this that you want to plug in and run off of that. You can do that off of this power station with no problem. And I kind of like that. It's going to be accessible and, of course, portable. 6 ports, and you do have, of course, a DC plug right here on the other side. Now, with this, of course, I'm going to show you guys the display. There's your display right there. I know the light glare kind of sometimes gets that, but there is a nice display that's going to show you guys the battery level that's left, and it's going to show you guys the in and out wattage with this. This is a great one. I mean, it's literally still palm-sized. I can hold this like all day, no problem. Quick and easy option for you. It does have, of course, a $50 clippable coupon on this one as well. which is amazing. So there is a $50 clippable coupon, and I definitely recommend this one. This is going to be a great entry-level system that's going to get you geared towards the bigger ones, but the advantage of using this is just really, really cool. Now, my wife was using this just the other day. I caught her using it. Didn't even know she knew how to use it because usually she doesn't touch the stuff. But she was actually had stuff plugged into this and was using it for her lighting in her makeup area, which was kind of surprised me. But hey, I'm glad she grabbed it when she's getting use out of it because, I mean, to know that there's other uses besides what I do with it is really cool. This is really nice. Still has all the protections you want, guys. It does have, of course, the BMSs, which is your battery management system. So it is an intelligent battery management system, but definitely eco-friendly with this. It's a really cool piece. Nice little entry-level system, and, of course, very, very portable. It's a good one. Good evening, Gringo. How are you doing? And Andrew, how are you doing? So if you guys need, those are two very, very amazing options for you with the entry-level stuff. I believe we're going to be moving over to the 500 up next, if I can remember correctly. Yes, the 500. Now, the 500 is actually back here behind me. But before we get to the 500, I want to show you guys what comes with most of these kits. So all of these kits are going to come with a little package like this with cabling. Now, depending on the style of device, the cabling may look slightly different, but you're going to get a version of cables that's going to allow you to charge the device in a couple different ways, which is cool. So you get this nice little black case. It has a nice little, like, almost a string lanyard to hold onto it. And it's got, of course, their logo down here stitched in with that. And inside here, you're going to get an assortment of cables. Now, I do have an extra cable in here, and I'll show you guys that cable in a minute. That one didn't come with this, but we're going to show you. You'll have a wall plug of sorts. Some are going to look like your standard computer wall plug. Others are going to look like your old laptop style wall plugs. You're then going to get, of course, a cigarette lighter connection. This is going to range either orange like this one or black variation with that, of course. This is going to allow you to charge the device as well with this. Some of these kits may come with adapters. Depending on the solar panel you have, it will come with an adapter like this, of course, as well. And that's kind of cool. There are user manuals. Now, there are other cables that you can get, and I just dropped it on my toe. Bear with me. Let me grab that cable that I want to show you, because there is another cable that you guys can get out there, and that's going to allow you to connect up multiple solar panels. This is that cable right here. It's a standard DC plug that's going to allow you to do dual cables or dual solar panels with that. So they do have these cables that you can pick up out there on their store. So if you guys need an adapter to get that double connection, they do have those as well. Now, that didn't come with this kit, guys, so just bear with me. I actually got that myself because I wanted to have it on hand to show you guys. So all of them come with the kit, guys, so you don't have to worry about buying the cables for that. Now, like I said, we're going to talk about the 500. Now, the 500 actually has a $150 clippable coupon that you want to take advantage of because $150 off is actually a really great price on a product that I actually love. Now, the 500, of course, is down there in the middle. We're going to pull up, and we're going to try and zoom in for you guys. Let's zoom in down. And, of course, if you guys see it on top of the 500, there's actually another solar panel on there, and I'm going to move that. The 500 is a great piece. This is going to give you 518 watt hours of power. It's got one AC outlet, guys. The AC outlet's going to do 500 watts of pure sine wave power with that. Next to it, you're going to have 3 USB-A ports. Those USB-A ports are going to do well for a lot of different ranges, but it is only 2.4 amp, guys, 5 volts. And that's actually kind of cool. So with that, that's a great option. Now, I'm going to tell you, though, it's got a multiple connections of the 12 volt 10 amp over here for the cigarette lighter, but it's also got 2 DC plugs, and then it's got a DC input. This input is where you're going to connect up your solar panels to or your wall plug. On the 500, you got, of course, a flashlight on the side, which does this, and, of course, the SOS pattern if you guys need with that as well. Still has the fixed handle, of course. Let's shut that off. And, of course, the cooling technology is built in for the LifePost cells. On the bottom, If you guys see, you have these nice silicone pads. That's going to help set up. Let's see what I said here. Oh, that's awesome. It saved you from the deep freeze that occurred in Houston. Wow, Houston freezes? uh, hard 70. Oh, the hard. Dude, it's like that's winter for me. That's normal winter for me. But yeah, I got you there. I totally understand the cold. But with this, guys, great little option right there. Now, the ranges of charging and powering with this is actually really, really cool. We're going to talk about it. It's going to take about 5 hours, 5.5 hours to fully charge it off a wall plug. A cigarette lighter plug, still 5.5 hours. If you have a Solar Saga 100 panel, 7.5 hours fully charged. The range of things that you can do with the 500 is going to range more than the other two because it's got a little bit more power, and of course it has a little more sine wave power as well. You can run, let's say, your 45 watt mini cooler for about 9 hours, which is actually kind of cool. This video saw this one's every. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about this one right here. You know what? I'll pop the camera back over. You're talking about this one right here. This little puppy. Yeah, this is actually really cool. The 100 Plus is a really, really cool little power bank. This one is amazing. I've been using it quite a bit lately. I just did a little video earlier because my phone was dying and I was trying to do a video and I connected it up to this to do a video. And then I ended up doing a video on this with another phone just to show the use that it could do. It's really, really handy. I do love this and I definitely agree this is a really cool piece. And Jackery does have some amazing products. No, I appreciate the comments. Honestly, I really do. Now, let's pop back over and talk about this. Like I said, the runtime on the 500, it's going to allow you to do it like a mini cooler for about 9 hours. Your flat screen TV. Now, I'm going to go here. This is going to be more like your 32-inch to your 40 so inches TVs. About 7 hours of runtime. If you have a larger TV, like a 75-inch, kind of like the big TV back there, a little bit less running time because it takes up more power for the bigger ones, but you'll still get a good 5.5 hours of runtime off of this station. Now, with this, though, the 500 is going to allow you to run if you guys have a power outage and you need, like, if you sleep with the CPAP machine, this will allow you to get through the night with the CPAP machine, which is actually kind of cool. Maybe you're in the middle of midterm, you're working on your laptop, power goes out, but you still need to finish. Plug your laptop in. This is going to, they say about 30 hours on your laptop, and I'm going to tell you right now, that's going to be like your notebooks and your netbook or notebooks or netbooks. That's going to be like your smaller laptops, your 35 watt laptops, all right? It's not going to be your big gaming laptops to get that 30 hours. Now, it still has, of course, the individually wrapped LifePost cells, the drop protection, the Class 9, and has all the connectabilities with it. Still has, of course, the intelligent BMSs, but it can run more stuff. Even it can run your bicycle pumps. It'll allow you to run your air pumps with that for about 8 hours. So you can, yes, I can. I do have solar panels I will be doing towards, I believe, the end of the show. But the 100 Plus can actually connect up to a 100 watt solar panel. You can connect the 100 watt solar panel up to that, Gringo, which is actually really, really cool. So like I said, the 500 will allow you to connect up with blenders, electric blanket. Guys, if power goes out like Gringo was talking about, the 500 is going to allow you to plug in an electric blanket for about 4 hours of runtime, which is going to keep you warm for a good amount of time. Now, sometimes power outages will last longer than that. And if it does, you may need a little bit bigger of a power station. And that's, going to be like the 1000s, the 1500s, and of course up. We're actually going to talk about the next one, of course, in the carousel, and that's going to be the 1000, and that's going to be the 1000 Pro. Now, I do have, of course, if my camera will move, and we'll actually move up even higher. Well, it didn't go up high enough. Okay, didn't preset it enough, guys, but that is actually the 1000. Let's see if we can get up in there, right? That's the 1000. So the 1000 is another beautiful power station. The 1000 actually has a really good coupon tonight. It's about $350 clippable coupon, if I remember correctly when I looked earlier. So usually about $1,100. It's actually 9% off plus another $350 off. It's going to bring that down into a really reachable price range for you with the 1000. Now the 1000, of course, is going to do 1002 watt hours of power. It's got 3 AC outlets. Those AC outlets do 1000 watts of pure sine wave power connectability, which is kind of cool. It's going to allow you to run a lot of stuff, but charging it, we can talk about the charge time, right? The 1000 is going to take 5 hours of charge time with that. And that's actually kind of cool. Now, with this, of course, you do have, of course, the display that does come on still there. Has 2 USB-C ports and 2 USB-A ports right there for this. And that's kind of cool with this. Now, you also have the DC plug with this right here, cigarette lighter. This is going to allow you to plug in, let's say you're out camping and you want to plug in your air mattress or your inflator to inflate your air mattress. That'll do that. Maybe you're cleaning your car and you have the old school style cigarette lighter plug, car vacuum, plug it in and run it. Now with this one, it's got what I like to almost call like the alligator clips. This is where you're going to plug in your solar panel adapter to with that. But it does have the DC plug next to that, and that DC plug will allow you to plug in your wall plugs and stuff with that as well. Still has that beautiful display. It's going to show you guys the charge and your battery level, your input and output voltage. Now, just like the 500, if I turn it sideways, hopefully you guys can still hear me. It's going to have a flashlight. It's going to do the SOS just like the other. It has that fixed handle, has a larger air vent area, and it does have the cooling fans built in. Has the BMSs, which is your battery management system as well with that. Just like, of course, the 500, you have the nice big silicone pads on the bottom, which means you can set it on devices and not worry about scratching up your paint or your floors or anything like that. And that's kind of cool. Yeah, the 1K is actually really cool. Not a problem, not a problem. There's a system for everybody, and we totally understand not everybody can afford the bigger ones. And that's why we're starting with the entry-level systems and so on. Now, with it, of course, like I said, $350 clippable coupon, but we can talk about the range of stuff that you can run off of the 8 ports. Because it has the dual connectability, but the power that you need. You can be able to run your TV for about 9 hours, your little mini cooler, and that's going to be like your little portable coolers that you put in your car. 13 hours, that's your camping cooler, 13 hours of runtime. That 5 or 3 watt light bulb on the side, that 3 watt light bulb can run for 65 hours. Your heating blanket, if you guys have a queen size heating blanket, it's going to allow you to run 11 hours of heating blanket off of that. It's going to allow you to run your electric grill for about 50 minutes or so, and that depends on the size of that electric grill, or even your coffee maker if you need. 1000 is a great option, of course, and I believe we're showing you guys the option with the solar panel. So let me jump up over my couch because I forgot to grab that. But we're going to give you guys a quick sneak peek of the 100 solar panel, and we're going to pop over to the next carousel, which is the 1000 plus with solar panels. Now, we have that in here, of course, with this, and I'm going to jump camera view. So we're showing you guys this option. Now, the 1000 plus 2 of these solar panels, and it actually has a $650 clippable coupon. That means you're going to get it for $1,000 with 2 of the 100 solar panels. Now, the 100 solar panels are actually really cool. Kind of have a lighting issue, and I'm not sure why it looks so dark tonight. My lighting's off or something. But with this is a cool little panel. Monocrystalline solar cells, fully waterproof. You can put this in harsh and wet weather and you don't have to worry about it. And the cool part is it's got the kickstand. You'll be able to put this up in under 30 seconds and have the connectability with that, right? So it is a nice big solar panel. You get 2 of these in this kit with that actual power station. So great deal, plus that $650 clippable coupon. That's a really smoking deal, honestly. To get 2 of the solar panels plus that power station and be able to run everything and charge it. Alfred, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Yeah, there's definitely a bunch of different solar panels. We're going to be showing you guys, I believe, the 40 and the 200 as well. I do have the 80 I do have the 80-watt solar panel in this house as well, but we don't have that in the carousel tonight. So, a couple options of the 1000 guys for the Explorer, the original versions. So you have it without the panels or with the panels. Both have a clippable coupon. Both can save you a bunch of money. Both can save you a bunch of time and need and get rid of that headache you have when you don't have power. Right under the video where you're seeing me right now, there should be a little button that says following. Okay, no problem. Hey, I appreciate that. Really, really do. What do we have up next in the carousel? I think we're moving over to the 1500 Pro. And this is going to be more of your newer style of casings, right? So we're going to do the 1500 Pro. I do have the 1500 Pro right in front of us. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to actually turn on another light for everybody. Let's see if we can get that light going. And we're going to jump over here. We're going to jump back down to camera angle 1. And there is the 1500 Pro right down here in the bottom. Now, I will tell you, the 1500 Pro has a $700 clippable coupon. That's right. You heard that right. $700 clippable coupon. You can get this power station for $1,000. That is amazing price. Now, this one is the newer body style. It's actually able to be up and fully charged on a wall plug in 2 hours. Fully charged, ready to go. That's really, really cool. Now, 1,512 watt hours of power, has 3 AC outlets. These AC outlets are going to do 1,800 watts of pure sine wave connectability. That means you can run your 1,100 watt window AC off of that or your 520 watt refrigerator off of it with no issue. Connect it up, you're good to go. Now, with this one, though, you get 2 USB-A ports and 2 USB-C ports. Now, the USB-A ports are, of course, 18 watts max charging capability. The USB-C ports are 100 watts max charging capability as well. That is where it's going to get cool. But you still have, of course, the built-in flashlight that does have a cover. You hit it, it'll go to the lowest setting. It's going to go a little brighter, and, of course, you have SOS as well with that. Now, with this one, it's got a handle kind of like the small one that folds up and down. Has a silicone padding just like the smaller one right back here. Also has a DC plug with a cover. The DC plug is going to allow you to do 12 volt, 10 amp connectability, same like I was just showing you guys. Cigarette lighters, dust busters, and other devices. Has, of course, the newer screen. This screen, of course, is a nice, brighter screen. It's going to have the black background, bright orange battery logo with the numbers, of course, of the charge level. It's going to show you guys the input and output as well. That's actually kind of cool. Now, remember, this has got Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0 built in with this as well. With this, it's got the dual voltage monitoring system, the intelligent BMS's 8 temperature sensors. Now, the 8 temperature sensors are going to keep track of how quick and how hot those batteries are getting, so the actual cooling technology can kick in and keep them cool and safe. And that's actually kind of cool. Because they are LifePo cells, you don't want them to get them too hot, you don't want them to get too cold. That way they can charge and discharge and keep that battery life perfect. Now, with it, of course, you're going to be able to run a lot of stuff off this. Let's say your 45 watt TV, 17 and a half hours. Your coffee maker, over an hour of runtime with that. Now, very versatile, but you can run a bunch more stuff, like your 5 watt light bulb, over an hour and 15 minutes. That's right, 115 minutes of runtime. iPhone 13, you can charge your iPhone 13 and your 14 and 15 about 63 times off of this. Your microwave oven, unfortunately, your microwave oven is only going to give you about 70 minutes of runtime, and that's because those are power-hungry devices. If you want to run outdoor equipment, let's say like a coffee maker, if you guys have an outdoor barbecue area that you have an espresso machine, a little over an hour runtime. If you guys are holding the backyard barbecue, doing some ice shavings or snow cones, you'll be able to get almost 2 hours of runtime off of that. You will also be able to run your hand drills, angle grinders, weed whackers, pull saws, and everything else under the sun with this because it's got that power range that you need with it. The one thing I will tell you, though, with the 1500 is it weighs a little bit more. The 1500 does weigh 37 pounds, so it's a little bit heavier of a system. You're not going to be carrying it around all day, every day, but you could still carry it without a problem. Multi-port connection and very versatile system. I will recommend though, if you guys get the solar panels, that's actually in the next product in the or a next piece in the carousel with the 1500. Get the extension cables. That way you guys don't have to worry about it. You can extend those cables out there. Now, of course, the next piece in the carousel is still the 1500 Pro, but it comes with the 200-watt solar panel. Now, for that is like $2,100, but it does have an $800 clippable coupon. That's saving you a good amount of money. That's pretty much like saying, here, have the solar panel free, and we're going to give you $100 or so bucks off of the station as well. That is actually a really, really great idea, and I'm glad Jackery did that for you. Amazing piece. I do recommend the 200. The 200 is going to allow you to charge at a quicker charge rate. It's a lot larger of a cell, still fully waterproof, and of course very accessible. Now, I've actually done some videos on the actual 200 panel. The panel can actually be put up and used in under 30 seconds and charging with no problem. So you guys have a great price point, great runtime, and of course accessibility. Now, for those of you that just need the power station for quick emergencies, it's perfect. It's going to work out for you. You don't have to worry. It's a peace of mind product. Great little option right there. Now, of course, I also believe we're going to show you guys the big brother, the 2000 Pro. You got to remember where the 2000 Pro is so I can hit the right section. Of course, the 2000 Pro is right there under the 1000 that we were just showing you. So if I move over and we can zoom on in there, the 2000 Pro is going to do some stuff that the others might not be able to do. So let's talk about the 2000 Pro, right? 2000 Pro is actually $1,900. It's got a $700 clippable coupon again. It's going to save you a good amount of money for you. Now, with this one, you get 3 AC outlets. The 3 AC outlets are going to do 2,200 watts of pure sine wave power. Now, this device does do 2,160 watt-hours of power. It's a lot of power. Now, again, like the 1500 Pro, it does have the 2 USB-C ports right here. 100 watts max charging capability. That means you're going to be able to charge your MacBook Airs or MacBook Pros off of this with no problem. You have the 2 USB-A ports, 18 watts max charging capability. You have, of course, that light that can be turned on, of course, and it has a nice little cover for it. It has a multi-stage lighting, and, of course, SOS pattern. Now, with that, you can shut it off. It still has that nice, bright, and vibrant display here. It's actually down to 57% charge because I was actually using it, but it works well. The individually switches, guys. Every plug on all of these devices has a switch that can be turned on and off to save you time and hassle, so you don't have to worry about your battery running down when you don't want it running. Still has, of course, that cigarette lighter plug, the cooling technologies, and, of course, the handle that does move up and down, and has, of course, the rubber soles or the silicone pads on the bottom. 2,200 watts of pure sine wave power off of this, and 2,160 watt-hours of power means you're going to be able to run a lot more for a lot longer with this. Now, charging times are going to range a little different with this one because it is a bit bigger. 2-hour wall plug charge. So if you guys are using your standard house plug, 2 hours fully charged, you're good to go. If you're using a cigarette lighter in, let's say, your RV because you're going across country, maybe you're heading to the Grand Canyon, maybe you're heading to Mount Rushmore, maybe you're going to Mount St. Helens. It's going to take about 24 hours of time to charge in your RV or your minivan or your SUV on that plug. So do know it will take some time for that. Now, if you have some of those 200-watt panels, about 6 hours of charge time with that. Now, $700 clippable coupon is where I like. Now, running this, of course, you guys have options to run with it in different items. Let's say your 1100-watt window AC. You're going to get about 2 hours of runtime. Your standard double-door refrigerator or freezer, that's going to range around, I think, 500 to 520 watts of power. About three and a half hours or so. So about 3¼ hours, you'll get that amount of runtime off of that. Your microwave's about, I'm going to say 90 to 100 minutes, all right? Again, microwaves are really power-hungry devices. and do fluctuate with the power usage. If you guys want to do, let's say, backyard barbecue with blenders and you're making daiquiris, you make daiquiris for about 5 hours off of it. That's if you really want. Now, this device does weigh 43 pounds, so it does weigh a little bit. I'm going to take a sip of water real quick, everybody. So you do have that. You have the technologies. Still has, of course, everything you need: fast, safe, and reliable. Has the intelligent BMSs. Has the temperature sensors. Has, of course, the voltage monitoring system and everything you expect. They are super quiet and efficient pieces. Now, the station alone, like I said, normally $1,900. There's a $700 clippable coupon for you guys tonight with that. Now, we also have the 2000 Pro in here, but it comes with 2 solar panels, and that, again, is going to be the 200 Solar Saga panels. You're going to get 2 of those. This is actually, package is normally like $3,600. It's already 17% off, which brings it down to $29.99. But Jackery threw a coupon on Amazon for you guys. Clip that coupon and take $1,000 off. That brings it down to $19.99. That means you're going to get this big power station that's going to do a lot of stuff, plus have 2 solar panels that you can charge. That means you're going to be able to charge this and not have to pay the electric company a dime to charge it. I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. Now, another cool thing about it is, guys, with the 2 solar panels, you guys can just be up and running and not have to worry in times of emergency. Maybe you guys live in an area that does a lot of brownouts or blackouts. Maybe you guys live in California with the rolling brownouts during summer. Maybe you guys live in areas that's prone to natural disasters. Well, you have the power station, plus you have the solar panels, and you don't have to worry about that power when you need the power. That means you'll be able to cook for your family, maybe turn on a radio to see what the emergency is. Maybe you need to charge your phone to reach out to people. These power stations with the solar panels are going to do that for you. And of course, there's a $1,000 clippable coupon for the 2000 Pro and 2 of the Solar Saga 200 panels. Now, we will be showing you guys those big panels in a while. Now, what we're going to do, and I'm going to go here, we're going to show you guys their largest standalone system. Now, we do have 2 very nice systems, of course, up here. I'm actually going to move that down a little lower so you guys get a picture of both of those. Now, we're going to talk about the 3000 Pro. The 3000 Pro is an amazing system. A very large, very beautiful system. Now, with that, this is going to be kind of cool, and I'm going to talk about a few things that you can do with this. But first, we're going to talk about the power rating, right? For that. Now, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to just talk about a few things. 3000 Pro is their largest standalone system. It's like $27.99, but there's a $400 clippable coupon. This is what I like to call suitcase size designed. It actually has a telescopic handle that does fold up in and out so you can wheel it around. It does have nice large 3-inch wheels with that. Now, there are handles on the side to help you lift it if you need to, but do know that it weighs 64 pounds. With this, 3,024 watt hours of power. But you actually have some stuff that some of the others don't have. You have 5 AC outlets. Now, these AC outlets are kind of cool because you have 4 down at the bottom that are going to do 3,000 watts of pure sine wave power, but you got a 5th as well that's going to do 3,000 watts of sine wave power. What you don't know is this is going to range for a lot of different things. Maybe you have an older style of dryer that takes these plugs. Maybe you have a Tigger MIG welder that takes this. Or maybe you have a car charger style device that plugs in off of this. And you can actually do that with that. I've actually seen it, which is kind of cool. Has, of course, the 2 USB-A ports, 18 watts max. 2 USB-C ports, 100 watts max. And, of course, has this hidden little cigarette lighter plug right there as well. Now, with this, though, this one works off of an app. So they do have the Jackery Explorer app. That Jackery Explorer app is going to allow you to turn on all these switches and off these switches from their app. The app is user friendly and very, very accessible to anybody at all. It's a completely free app that comes with the service of the device, so you don't have to worry about it. Now, with this though, you're going to have a range of charging time, right? It's going to take approximately 2.5 hours on a wall plug. If you have 6 of those Solar Saga panels, about 3.5 hours fully charged. That's a quick charge off some solar panels. Now, with this though, you're going to be able to run a lot more stuff. Let's say your 520 watt refrigerator or ice box, about 5 hours of runtime off of that. Now, with it, you're going to be able to run your window AC. That's going to be like your, let's say, 10,000 BTU window AC for about 3 hours. Your 60 watt 32 inch to 45 inch to 50 inch flat screen TV is about 35 hours of runtime. Now, yes, you can run other stuff off of this. Let's say your 100 watt movie projector. You'll be able to run a 100 watt movie projector approximately, I think it's like 20 to 21 hours of runtime with that. Your 60 watt mini coolers, that's going to be like your ice chest, your I'm going to say like your EcoFlow ice chest. I'm going to say like your Yeti plug-in style ice chest. About 43 hours of runtime with that. Your 3 watt light bulbs, that's like your smaller LEDs, about 220 watts of runtime, right? Now, for the off-the-grid living people, you're going to be able to run your inverter heaters for about 6 hours or so. Charge your phone 101 times off of this, right? But you can also run your angle grinder, your 600 watt angle grinder for about 6 hours. Your sub pump or well pump. Those usually range about 60 watts or so, about 32 hours of runtime. So you'll actually have some water, or you can be able to do that. Your 5800 watt MIG welder, that's right, your welding machine. You're going to get about an hour runtime. So yes, you can still weld off of this with no problem. The functionality is actually kind of cool. It does work, of course, in the cold. It's going to be like minus 10 to minus 20 Celsius of time. But, of course, the battery will drain in those temperatures a little, so do know that. What we're going to pop over to is I'm going to jump over to this one, and I'm going to show you guys this little image because that's what it looks like with, of course, the handle and the wheels. So you do and are accessible of seeing that right there with that. Now, of course, the app is Android and iOS accessible, so you can get it on your iPhones or your Android phones, maybe your Samsungs, with no problem. So that's actually kind of cool. Now, we also have this in here in the carousel, of course, with some solar panels. But first, let me remind you, the station alone, $2,800, but there is a $400 clippable coupon. But if you want the 3000 Pro with some solar panels, yes, they have that in here as an option. It's going to come with 2 of the Solar Saga 200 panels. It's normally a $4,000 kit, has a $1,100 clippable coupon. That's going to save you some money. So there's a $1,100 clippable coupon for this device with the solar panels, and that's actually kind of amazing. So they want you to save some money, but they also want you to have their product, and they want you to be safe, and they also want you to be able to charge your product without having power around. So get the station plus solar panels, $1,100 off. That's a good deal. So both great options for their largest standalone system. That standalone system I've actually had plugged into solar panels. I've actually used it for some things. I'm going to be taking it up to the shop at some point. I'm going to be plugging in the table saw and testing it out with the table saw. I'm probably getting some video of that in the next week or so. So if you guys need a couple very, very amazing options right there for you. Now, we're going to move over to the 300 Plus. The 300 Plus is actually a really, really cool little power station. Now, 300 Plus, of course, actually works with the app. Now, the 300 Plus is this little beauty right here, but I'm going to show you guys the solar panel that comes with the 300 Plus right here. This is the 40 watt solar panel from Jackery, right? This comes with the 300 Plus. Has their beautiful logo, has, of course, their eye ringlets that's going to allow you to tie it. And, of course, it's magnetic, so you pull that little magnet off, and it's going to allow you to pop it open. Now, still monocrystalline solar cells. It is called a trifold device, but it has a quad panel, and that panel is actually quite large for grabbing that light when you need. The cool part about this 40-watt panel, though, for the 300 plus, is it fits in your backpack. This is notebook sized. This will fit in your backpack for camping, hiking, or anything you want. The 40-watt panel is very accessible and very, very cool. Now, you will need a special little cable that does come with the panel, of course, right there, and it'll plug into this right here. Still fully waterproof. Now, the power station, though, is what's really, really also amazing. Because it is, of course, portable, accessible, it only weighs 11 pounds. Now, this is 288 watt-hours of power, but it does have, of course, that one AC outlet of 300 watts of pure sine wave connectability. You have two USB-A or USB-C ports, 100 watts max over here, right? Still has that individually switched right there, but it also has a 15-watt USB-A. Now, the 15-watt USB-A is a little different for me, but they do have the 15-watt right there with no problem. You also have that cigarette lighter plug as well, and it does have, of course, a flashlight. Now, if I turn on the power over here, we'll pop it up, and it should come on, and we should be able to do this right here and turn on the light, right? So you have your standard light and, of course, SOS. It has the handles. Now, with the entry-level systems, this one's a little different because it uses the larger wall plug, and it actually has their cooling technology with their Life Pro 4 cells. This actually has an $80 clippable coupon on this kit tonight. Hey, Chucky, how are you doing, buddy? Now, with this, of course, guys, your charge rate or charge time, it's going to take under an hour and a half on a wall plug. That's right, under an hour and a half to fully charge this. It's going to take about 4.5 hours on a car charger. If you use the USB-C port, because there is a in and out USB-C port, it's going to take under 3 hours. If you use the 40-watt solar panel, that's right, the 40-watt solar panel, guys, it's going to do that. Now, I showed you the 40, but this kit that we're showing you tonight actually comes with the 100-watt panel. So you get the larger panel at a decent price. That means you're going to be able to charge this one a lot quicker than that 40-watt panel. But they do have this kit with the 40-watt panel, of course. This is going to allow you to run like your Nintendo Switches, your camera gear, your drones, your cell phones, whatever you really need. Just a quick emergency and traveling style device. This is amazing and a beautiful little piece. If you guys need a nice little package like this, the 300 Plus is a great option. Hey, guys, since it's a Plus series, it works with the app. That means you can turn it on and off by the phone if you need to. So, great little option right there for you. Now, we're going to move into the range of what I like to call modular systems. And what do you call a modular system? Well, that's a system that you can actually plug other stuff into to add either on battery time or other stuff. Now, we're going to talk about the 1000 Plus. Now, the 1000 Plus, of course, is actually right behind me. It's on the table. We're going to pop down here. We're going to go into, wrong plug. It's actually right over there. That is the 1000 Plus, right? So right there, 1000 Plus. The 1000 Plus is 1264 watt hours of power, can be fully charged in under 2 hours on a wall plug. Now, with this though, you actually have something that you're probably not expecting because it is a 1000. You actually get 2000 watts of pure sine wave power through the 3 AC outlets. You have the 12 volt 10 amp DC plug over here that is actually on. You have the 2 USB-C ports right here, 100 watts max charging capability. 18 watts max charging capability of the USB-A ports. Now you do have, of course, the flashlight that does multiple modes of brightness and SOS pattern. Unlike the others, this one already has just a clear coat lens over it, so you don't have to move the corked plug off of it. Has, of course, the handle that does pop up and move down. Has the cooling technology that you would expect off of this and that beautiful display to show you the power rate. Again, it can connect up, of course, to the app and run off of the app. Now, this one's going to allow you to run, let's say, your little 15-watt ice chest for about 44 hours. Hello, Chong. How are you doing? Now, with it, of course, you can run other stuff off of this. You have more options than just that. You can run, let's say, your 900-watt electric cooker for about an hour. You can run your weed whacker for about 88 minutes. You can run a coffee machine, ice machine. You can run your window AC if you really wanted to. You can even run your house refrigerator off of this device. Now, the power range is beautifully well done, and the app is very accessible. But you can run more stuff because this is an expandable system. So you can actually expand it. Now, we're going to show you guys an option with the solar panels. But before we get to the option with the solar panels, I'm going to talk about what you can actually add to this. You can add extra batteries to this. So you can add up to 3 batteries. That's right, 3 batteries, which is going to give you over 5,056 watt hours. That's 5 kilowatts of power. If you have just one battery, that's 2,528 watt hours of power. So they have that expandability with this version. But in the carousel, they offer the 1,000 plus with 2 solar panels. Now, it is the Solar Saga 100 panels. The kit's normally about $16.99. Yes. Oh, yeah. I've tested these. What's up? What do you want to know, John? Yeah, I've used all these stations. Now, with this, guys, $200 clippable coupon with the solar panels. How long will it last with blackout? Well, John, how long it will last during a blackout will range depending on how much or what you're using. Now, if you have 3 of the batteries hooked up, 5 kilowatts of hour power should last you a good amount of time depending on the device. Let's say you just have the power station with the 1,264 watt hours of power. If you're just trying to run a light bulb off of that, you're going to get probably over 100 and something hours of runtime off of that, okay? So you're going to have no problem with that. John, we can send you some links. I'm not sure which country you're in. I can actually have Justin pop over there, or I can post the link down. I'll post that link. If you click that link right there, you're going to be able to see the stations. I'm not really sure about what country you're in and how they can deliver to that country. So, yeah, that's a good question. Might be out of my range. I'm not really sure of that one. But you have the option, guys, with the stations, with the power, of course, and solar panels to run it and charge it. But expandability, because the 1,000 is very, very, very expandable. John, I'll actually have Justin write you. John in Twitch chat is asking questions that you might be able to answer for me. So I know Justin's around, so I'll have him hop over there for you. So great options. Now, with that, we're going to move over, of course, to their largest modular system. We're going to talk about, of course, the 2000 Plus. Now, the 2000 Plus is actually really shadowy tonight. Why is that? Did I miss something? We got a shadow, and I don't like it, so let's try and fix the shadow for you guys. Well, let's try and do that. How about that? There we go. Got rid of that shadow by pulling up a light. Now, this looks just like, of course, the 3000. That's right. The 2000 Pro looks just like the 3000. But the 2000 Plus still works with the app, but it's going to be a very modular style system of having accessories. Now, with this one, it's normally $2,200. There's a $330 clippable coupon on the 2000 Plus. Now, the 2000 Plus does 2,042 watt hours of power of LiFePO4 cells. Has, of course, the foldable, fixable handle that can actually telescopic in and out. Has the nice large 3-inch wheels. It has the 5 AC outlet plugs. 4 of those are standard with grounded, and of course that 5th is the larger style that's going to allow you to plug in, let's say, your certain style car chargers, or you're going to be able to plug in your MIG or TIG welders, your old school like washers, and of course stoves with them. Now with this, of course, you have a charge time on it. Now your charge time is going to change or change in rates depending on how you use it. Wall plug, 2 hours. If you're taking this on an RV trip across country, 25 hours on a cigarette lighter. Now some of you may have an RV with a house plug, so it may charge a little bit different with that as well. Now, of course, you have 6 of the Solar Saga panels. If you have those panels, 2 hours fully charged. Now, with this, though, you guys are going to get about 10 years lifespan on the battery for about 4,000 charge cycles before it drops down to about 80% of battery. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to quit on you. That just means the battery charge rate drops down to about 80%. And then, of course, it's going to still last you for quite a bit. I'm going to take a sip of water real quick, guys. Now, with it, it does have, of course, charge shield protection. Has that class 9 drop protection as well. Now, with this one, of course, because of the charge rate and the power rate, you're going to be able to run your 1150 watt window AC for about 2 hours, your 520 watt refrigerator for over 3 hours, your CPAP machine or oxygen machine for about 150 hours of runtime. You'll be able to run your 200 watt all-in-one desktop PC for about 12 hours. Your 100 watt projector about 14 hours, so you can do a movie night out back. Your tea kettle, that's going to be about 2 hours of runtime. Maybe you guys need to run that 1600 watt hair dryer because your hair needs dried out. An hour of runtime, all right? For those of you that want to run the power equipment like your welding machines, some of them welding machines run about 5,800 watts of power, so you're going to get a little over a half hour of runtime off of that. All right, just saying it. If you want to go off the grid, of course, you can run your inverter heater for about 19 hours, your electric grill, your heating blanket, and all those other things with that. Now with it, of course, we have the 2000, which is going to do well for you, but we also have the 2000 plus with some solar panels. Now that kit's going to be about $32.99. There's a $600 clippable coupon, and it comes with 2 of the Solar Saga panels, and that's actually kind of cool. Now, we not only just have that, but we also have the 4000 kit. Now, the 4000 kit is the power station and the battery right above it. Yes, you can add batteries to this. So you can actually add 5 batteries to the station by itself. That's going to give you guys 12 kilowatts of hour power. Now, if you add just the one battery, you're going to get 4,085 watt hours of power. That's almost, of course, a good amount, almost about 5 kilowatts, but it's under 5. But you can expand that. You can double your run times with it. You actually have the connectabilities. You have the expandabilities. Now, like I said, the kit is expandable. You can add 5 batteries up to 12 kilowatts of hour power. If you want, you can add a second station and 10 batteries and go, of course, to 24 kilowatts of hour power. That means you're going to be able to run that. You're going to double all of your plugs, and you're going to actually have everything accessible with it. Now, for this, of course, kit, guys, it's like $37.99 for it, I believe, for that kit. But now we also have the full kit for the 2000 plus. Now, this is the 4000 kit. This kit comes with the station, the battery, and 2 solar panels. It's like normally $5,000, but there's a $1,000 clippable coupon for that. That means you have the battery, the station, and 2 solar panels. You're off the grid. You don't have to worry about plugging it in. You can do that. Fully waterproof, fully resistant, and an amazing kit. This is the power station that I stand behind. This is the power station that I've used a lot. And I mean a lot. I've actually been using it for pretty much everything I can get my hands on. We actually had our carpet shampooer plugged into it today. And my wife was shampooing the carpets off of this device. That's why it's not turned on right now, because it does need recharged. We did run that actually dead, so I do need to recharge that today with that. Should have recorded it, but I wasn't home during the time when she was using it. But hey, you can do it. You can run the stuff off that. You can run your house appliances. You can run whatever you need. Bunch of options: the standalone system, the system with 2 solar panels, the system with the battery, or the full-on kit. That's going to be the system, the battery, and 2 solar panels. Of course, that full kit's $1,000 off. That means you're going to get it for $39.99, and you're going to love it. Now, of course, we're moving on to the solar panels, and we're going to start off this with, of course, the panel I did show you guys a little bit ago. This is, of course, the Solar Saga 100. Now, the Solar Saga 100 does have, I believe, a $30 clippable coupon, but it, of course, is this beautiful little solar panel. Now, the solar panel does have, of course, a zip-up pocket on the back. This zip-up pocket does have, of course, that nice little 9-foot to 10-foot cable to plug into your power station. Now, it does come with an adapter depending on the station. So if you have one of the smaller stations, it may have a smaller plug. comes with that adapter. Now, the cool part about this station is it's got that orange brick down there. Hopefully, if I can move the cable over, you guys will see that orange brick. It does have, of course, a USB-C and a USB-A port down there. Blake, hello. How are you doing? And good evening. That means you can use the solar panel to charge your phone or other devices straight off of the solar panel if you guys want. Now, with it, of course, you have the ETFE laminated handle. You got, of course, that nice monocrystalline solar cells, which is going to give you about 23% efficiency or over others on the market to grab that light and power. Now, this is going to do 100 watts at 18 volts of charging capability plugged into the proper device. Now, this device is compatible with a wide variety of stations. It's going to actually work with, of course, I'm going to say the 300, the 500, the 1000, the 1500, and of course the 1000 plus, and of course the 300 plus as well. So nice wide variety with this, accessible, and of course IP67 water rating, and of course has that eye ringlets to tie it down. Now, I always recommend using the ringlets to tie it down, guys, because you never know when wind is going to pick up, and you don't want it to fly away like a sail. So just do that. The 100 Plus is the 100 Solar Saga is a beautiful solar panel. Now, of course, we have their largest solar panel to talk about. That's going to be the 200 Solar Saga. Now, I'm going to actually move over here. We're going to plug that down. I'm going to show you guys this little video. Now, this is the 200 watt Solar Saga panel. It does have a full encapsulated cover that does zip off and unbutton. Now, when you pull it out, you're going to be greeted with, of course, this nice large solar panel. This solar panel is compatible with the 1000 Pro, the 1500 Pro, the 2000 Pro, and of course the 2000 Plus and 3000 Pro as well. Now with this, it is a trifold design. It has tri-stands that's going to help hold it up and stand it up. You should be able to unfold this, connect it up in under 30 seconds with no problem. The first time you do it, you may take a little longer on the first time, right? Like I did because I was recording and everything else. Does come with, of course, the nice long cable. I always recommend getting the extension cable, the 16-foot extension cable. That way you guys can keep the station out of the sun or keep the station out of the cold or wet weather while allowing the solar panel to do what it needs as it works. They do offer, of course, that. Now, this panel is an amazing, amazing panel. The 200 watt Solar Saga is normally like $700, but it does have a $140 clippable coupon. That is a really, really amazing deal. Now, this is going to give you about 24.3% conversion rate, of course, efficiency, and that's actually kind of cool. Still monocrystalline solar cell, still fully waterproof with this panel. The 200 Solar Saga panel, like I said, has a $140 clippable coupon. And it is an amazing product. And right here, guys, you're going to see it's connected up. And it's grabbing about 153 or so watts of charging capability into, of course, the 300 or the 3000 Pro down there. Now, it probably would grab more power range if it was brighter out or if the building wasn't blocking some of the light, because I do live in a big building and it was blocking a lot of the sun. Even though it looks really bright, it was blocking the sun some. Great panels, great options, guys. A bunch of amazing prices tonight. And remember, check those clippable coupons because you're going to save yourself some money with those clippable coupons. Any questions about any of the products that we were showing you guys? Any questions at all? Yeah, they're amazing, amazing stations, John. If we can find out that they do or not, we will definitely let you know for sure. A bunch of great options, guys. So with that, nobody has any questions. I'm going to go like this. I want to thank you guys all for being here. I will also tell you guys, I will be back, I believe, on the 6th for another stream. So I will be here, I believe, the 6th, which is Tuesday. So you guys are going to see another stream from me on Tuesday with a bunch more cool products. Maybe some more wacky ideas of plugging some stuff in. And, of course, all of that. Now, I want to thank everybody for being here. I've had a lot of fun tonight. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you guys on the next stream. Later, everybody. Have a good one.